A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm of course Laura.
You are of course Laura. And today we are going to be looking at some soft skills.
Ooh.
How soft skills can make you stronger in life.
I see.
Very interesting. Now, a lot of people might not know what soft skills are. These are the kinds of things you learn just by living your life and having lots of experiences and developing yourself as a person, but not in a sort of organized, planned way. We're not going to school or taking classes or doing tests or getting degrees.
No.
We're learning our soft skills as we are doing those things, as we are working with people, going to school, meeting people from around the world, and becoming bigger, better versions of ourselves. So let's look at our warm-up question. It's all about soft skills, or at least one soft skill.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it?
Are you good at talking with other people? Why or why not?
You're asking the right person.
I am asking the right person.
Of course, I'm good at talking with other people, I think. But I don't like to pretend to be friends with people I don't know.
No, we'd say that's fake.
Yeah, 很装熟的人. I think I know how to find common interests when talking to others, but only with people I want to talk to.
Okay. Yeah. But finding common interests, that is a very good way of making connections with people, either in the workplace or casually to form a new friend. And talking to people and being comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Talking to people and, more importantly, listening to people. These are very important soft skills and one of the skills that we'll be learning about. So I think it's time to get into our article.
No. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, a surprise. I like surprises.
Surprise for you too. I have a fun pub quiz question for our audience. Maybe not you because your Chinese is bad.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What's the correct English term for 玻璃心?
Glass heart?
Yeah. I bet Mike is like, what is a glass heart? Want to take a wild guess?
Someone whose heart gets broken easily?
I'm not going to tell you yet. Okay, I'll tell you guys later.
All right.
Yeah, somewhere in our video. So stay tuned.
Soft skills make you stronger in life. Warm-up question. Are you good at talking with other people? Why or why not?
Subjects aren't the only important things to learn at school. We learn to make friends, work together, and deal with problems too. These are soft skills. What are they? Why are they important? Let's take a look. Communication. Good communication is all about talking and listening well. Use clear language to share your ideas. Listen carefully to others' words. This can help you get their ideas right. Also, be open to different ideas.
All right, we are back. And the article begins by saying kind of what we mentioned in the introduction. Subjects aren't the only important things to learn at school. And when we talk about subjects at school, we're just talking about the different things you learn at school, or you could just think of it as the different kinds of classes that you go to. Each class is usually for a subject, right?
Like math. Science.
Yay.
History.
Woo.
English. Hey, what was your favorite subject back in school?
Lunch.
Is that a subject?
Going home. No, I used to like geography. I liked English.
way.
I liked history. I liked
hated
science,
geography.
except chemistry.
You
math,
are so smart.
French was okay. I used to like Latin when I took Latin.
When there was Latin?
Yes.
Like,
a mo, a mass, a mat.
I don't know if people still learn Latin. Like,
they do.
High school-ish,
It's not really super useful, but it's interesting. So I like interesting things, and many of the subjects were interesting. But yes, when we're talking about these, we would say these are kind of hard skills, right? Knowing how to do math, knowing how to write English really well, and stuff like that. So those are, of course, what you learn in your main subjects at school.
Yeah, I had a subject that I really liked. It's called speech and drama.
Ooh, speech and drama.
Yes,
Interesting.
it's together. It's one subject.
That must have been a lot of fun. Did you do more speeching? That's not a word. Did you do more speaking or more acting in the drama way?
I think more acting.
More acting.
In this class, that is.
Very interesting. Back to our article. So yes, at school we learn a lot of subjects, of course. That's what we get tested on and get grades on and all that stuff. We know that. We also, it says, we learn to make friends, work together, and deal with problems too. You don't have a class called dealing with problems or making friends, but you do learn those skills when you're doing all the other stuff, like working in group projects in school, right?
Right. Maybe one person's lazy. What do you have to do if you're the team leader?
You got to deal with it.
Exactly. Here's an example sentence how to use this phrase. When the dog stole my sandwich, I had to deal with the situation by offering him a cookie instead.
What flavor was the sandwich and what flavor was the cookie?
Not chocolate.
Not a chocolate? No, you don't. I don't think chocolate. You can't
I
give
don't want to kill it.
Yeah, you don't want to give a dog
It's
chocolate.
a dog biscuit.
That's a good trade. Absolutely. So yes, working with people, communicating, making friends, that kind of thing. These are soft skills. So that's what we're calling them. What are they and why are they important? What are they? Why are they important? Let's take a look.
Yeah, so basically Mike already sort of, told you, there are things you learn from everyday life that help you in different situations, like what we talked about, good at talking to people or solving problems. So in Chinese, it's called 软实力. Yeah, and the hard skills, of course, there are things maybe you learn in school or training, right? Like math or how to use a computer. Yeah, 硬实力, that's a Chinese for it.
Those are definitely hard skills. And of course, you can be really good in school and get high grades in all your subjects, but if you spend all the time alone at home studying or in the library, you're not going to develop those soft skills. And once you get out in the real world, soft skills can be as or even more important sometimes than hard skills. So let's look at some of these soft skills. Communication is the first one. Unless you're living in space all by yourself, you're going to need communication. So good communication is all about talking, blah, 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 and listening, using your ears and your brain. It's all about talking and listening well.
That's right. Good communication is all about talking clearly and listening carefully.
I see.
Yeah, when you listen well, you understand others better.
I get it.
When you talk clearly, others understand you too. So those all make sense. Yeah. So we mentioned be all about something. 关于, for example, learning a new language is all about practicing and having fun. You need to use the language every day, so enjoying the process makes it easier and more exciting.
I agree. Back to the article. Use clear language to share your ideas. This is a top tip for how to communicate better. Use clear language to share your ideas. And then once you've shared your ideas, listen carefully to others' words. So you're speaking carefully and listening carefully.
I get it. Sometimes people say things and I'm like, huh? What are you trying to say? I think using simple and straightforward language, right, to communicate makes it easier.
Absolutely.
Also, listening carefully shows respect and helps you learn from others, guys. Both are important for good communication. Don't just talk.
That is absolutely absolutely true. You'll be amazed what you can learn from other people, especially people you never expected to learn things from, because they have totally different experiences and points of view. As it says, this can help you get their ideas right. Oh. You don't want to kind of listen to what they're saying, but then edit it in your brain into what you think they're saying or want them to be saying. No, listen to what they're saying. Also, be open to different ideas. As I said, people have different experiences, points of view, and wisdom. And if you listen carefully, they're sharing it with you for free. Whoa. And it's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, and open, of course, people are like, oh, open the door open. Well, in this context, open means being willing to accept or consider different ideas without judgment. For example, if you're open to different ideas, it means you're willing to listen to viewpoints that are different from your own without saying no right away.
Exactly. When I first came here, someone said, would you like a piece of cake made from the blood of a pig? And I said, no, I didn't say no. I said, okay, because my mind was open.
Yeah.
And now I think it's okay.
Okay, that's good.
I had an open mind. It's an important thing to do, and it will make you a better, richer, more interesting person if you do. And we can also talk about why do you think it's important to be open to different ideas. I kind of said it before, and I can kind of give you the opposite. If you don't, life's boring.
Oh. And also you're like stubborn. You're like not learning new things. You're like, I'm perfect.
It's like eating the same food and watching the same movie every night of the week. It just gets boring and dull. And you won't learn anything too.
No.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's all the time we have. But we're going to come back with more good stuff. So we'll see you in a second.
Emotional intelligence. This helps you control your emotions when you're under stress or in difficult situations. For example, when your teacher corrects you in class, try to stay calm. Don't be angry or sad right away.
Okay, we are back with the second great soft skill you can develop when you're just doing stuff in life.
Right.
The second skill after communication is emotional intelligence.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, we often think of intelligence like what you know, what you've learned, your education, but this is more the intelligence in your heart and your soul and your feelings.
Oh my gosh.
Emotional intelligence. It says this helps you control your emotions when you're under stress or in difficult situations. It's good to know yourself, know how you think, know how you feel, and know how you will react to the world around you. That way you never lose control of yourself and start yelling and screaming and kicking garbage cans.
Oh, you scared me there. Okay, emotional intelligence. I think in Chinese we often talk about this like EQ 很好.
Okay.
情商, right?
EQ and IQ.
Yeah, IQ, those different.
EQ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're under stress, okay, that means you're under a lot of pressure.
I don't like what's happening here. I feel so stressed and nervous. What's going to happen?
Stop it. Calm down. Okay. Yeah. So when I'm under stress, Exactly, namaste. I tend to relax by either sleeping a lot or binge watching lots of Korean dramas. What about you?
When I'm under stress, one of the things I found very useful, talk about it. Talk about your feelings. Talk about why you're under stress. Either with a person you trust, you can write it down. Often when you think about the things you're scared of and you get to the end of it, you realize that even if it goes terribly, it's not going to be that bad.
Right.
And it probably won't ever get close to that bad anyways.
You're just imagining it.
You know, you are often. You're kind of letting your mind run away with you. I learned something also that stress and worry is just wasted energy.
Oh, for
If there's something you can do about what you're stressed about, like I might fail my test, go and study. If you're like, I might fail my test and you're walking into the classroom to take the test, it's too late, so stop being stressed, just go and do the test.
For sure. Right? Ooh, that's a good advice.
So just being stressed and worried all the time just grinds you down and it wastes your energy when you could be doing other things. Here's an example. For example, in the article, it says, when your teacher corrects you in class, try to stay calm, right? You made a mistake. That's okay. The teacher's not trying to make you feel bad. They're just trying to give the right information. It's not about you. Don't be angry or sad right away.
Yeah.
You know, think about it.
Yeah.
Relax a little. Accept those feelings and then move on and do better next time.
I think the teacher sometimes might even point out a good thing.
Yeah,
like,
of course,
maybe
they're
it's
there
a
to
real
help.
thing.
For
yeah.
sure.
So what do you do when you lose your temper?
I rage and I scream and I yell. And
but do you,
not really.
you lose your temper easily though?
I try not to.
Okay.
Try not to. I think all of us do. And it's also good to just, know yourself, as we've talked about. Use your emotional intelligence. You can often see trouble coming down and you're like, oh, if I get bad news there, I might be really upset. But if I'm aware of it and know about it, I can stop it before it gets bad.
Right.
And if it doesn't, just count to 10 and go outside and walk around the block.
I was going to say, like walking, like jogging.
Take a little time out.
Just distract yourself a little bit.
It's okay. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to be back with more.
Hello，今天我们来学一下刚刚有听到的单字，你还记得吗？像是 subject 这个名词就是学科。For example, in school, we study different subjects like science, history, and English. 在学校，我们学习不同的科目或是学科，像是自然科学啦、历史，还有英语哦。来看一下单字例句怎么用。Lucy's favorite subjects in school are English and history. 跟我一样诶 ，Lucy 在学校最喜欢的科目是英文和历史。那刚刚是不是有提到，就是说讲话要比较清楚易懂的这样子的英文，我们要用 clear 这个形容词。For example, the teacher gave clear instructions on how to do the homework. 这个老师啊给了清楚的作业的指示哦，所以不要乱做。OK， 单字例句是提到的。I don't understand the sign. It isn't very clear. 我不太懂这个标志的意思，它表达的不太明确，常常好像有这样的事情发生哦，可能还有错字。再来就是 control 这个动词，有控制的意思。For example, my mom told me to control my temper when I get angry. 妈妈告诉我，生气时要控制脾气，不要随时发飙哦。那单字例句提到的是 I hope for a sunny day tomorrow, but I can't control the weather. 没错，我希望明天是个晴天，但是我无法控制天气呀。最后看到的是 correct 这个动词有纠正的意思。For example, the teacher helped me correct my mistakes on the math test. 老师帮我纠正数学测验当中的错误哦。而单字例句是这样用的。The teacher corrected the mistakes in my test with a red pen. 老师用红笔更正我考卷中错误的地方。那刚刚其实我们有提到 open 对不对？其实这个字啊有好多意思首先我们先来看看其中一个意思，有 open 当作比如说没有限制的这样的意思，大家都可以用的。The new park is open to everyone, regardless of age. 这个新公园对所有人是开放的，不分年龄哦。那如果我们要讲说，哇，这个人他非常开明，你可以这样说 She has an open mind about trying new foods from different cultures. 哇，他对尝试不同文化的新食物持非常开明开放的态度。那 open 当然还有营业啊，或者是开着啊这样的意思。For example, the store is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. 这家店每天早上9点开到晚上9点。最后最精彩的来咯，你们还记得一开始拉拉是不是有问一个小问题，就是玻璃心的英文要怎么说呢？在英文有个很可爱的说法哦，来形容玻璃心的人碎满地哦。没错，它竟然很可爱，就是雪花 snowflake。 要怎么用呢？它是指玻璃心的人哦，像是 Oh my God, Sarah is such a snowflake. She got upset because I told her her new haircut looks not bad, but she was expecting everyone to say she looks beautiful. 有人这样吗？你只是说还不错啊，他就生气气，然后整个就是玻璃心，说你是不是说我这样剪得很丑？Sarah， 不要这样子好不好？好，那在英文其实在口语我们也可以说可不要那么敏感，不要那么容易就是生气气好不好？你可以说 Don't be so touchy。 好了，是不是学到这是非常口语又是好玩的这个就是英文呢？下次你们就可以这样子表达，这样说。好啦，那现在我们来看看我们的 review time 要玩什么。
review time.
All right, we are back with our review time game. So let's look at the words we learned today in our article. Those words were subject, clear, control, and correct. All right, so we're going to play a quick game of fill in the blanks.
Okay, let's do that.
But I think we're out of time. Am I blank?
Am I correct?
Yes. Will you blank me?
Will you correct me?
Will you correct me? Yes. But of course, the blank that we're talking about today and tomorrow is emotional intelligence.
The subject.
The subject that we're talking about. Is that very blank?
Is that very clear?
And we would like to see you back here tomorrow. Of course, we can't blank you, but we would like to see you back here tomorrow.
Okay. We can
Control. That was the fourth word.
I thought we were just doing two words.
Well, we were, but I was on a roll. All right, we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Right. 喜欢今天的内容吗？记得要按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛，你就不会错过任何精彩的内容哦。拜拜。